Guys Named Chris show. We're in the beginning here of a Heroes and Zeros segment. It goes right along with the end of our Demm report. We have Heroes and Zeros here.
Yeah, I've never read a story quite like this. It's a group of people who thought they were going to be heroes, but at the end of the day, they turned out to be zeros.
Well.
We call this Loserville.
Yeah, that's a rarity there, isn't it? Where you start with heroes and they turn to zeros.
I've never read anything quite like it, and there is apparently a TikTok element to it. Not a social medium I'm on. Kelly, I know you are, for recipes and occasional chicks dancing in their underpants.
That is my algorithm. It seems that there are a lot of...
Don't let him add on the chicks dancing in underpants part without, you try to fight a little back.
A challenge. I want to challenge that. A lot of pickleball videos, recipes, and scantily clad women on TikTok. That is what's happening here. Yeah, I see a lot of that.
So, the internet is infinite, and there apparently are groups of people who believe what they are doing is getting sexual predators off the street. Now, no one would be against that. No one wants sexual predators on the street. But we take you to Assumption University. This is in Worcester, Mass. On the night of the 1st of October of last year, 18-year-old Kelsey Brainerd, I'm guessing she's a freshman at the school, invited a man onto the campus through Tinder. Kelsey is 18, like most college freshmen, and her Tinder profile says so. 18. However, once the unidentified man arrived at the residence hall, before he knew it, a mob of almost 30 students were there with phones in hand saying, "Pedophile, pedophile, you like having sex with underage girls, pedophile, pedophile." He's like, "She said she was 18. She said she was 18.
I hesitate to say anything because I am on his side so far.
God, isn't that something you hope you never have to scream?
She said she was 18.
I mean,
Look at the record."
Well, she's at college. She's a college.
She's at college.
Yeah.
She's 18.
So many guys don't realize at some point they're going to have to scream that, but they do. Normally with a jacket over their head or something covering their face.
Right.
She was 18.
She said she was 18.
Yeah.
Oh, remind me to tell you, I saw that movie, My Old Ass, where it's an 18-year-old talking to her 40-year-old person in the future.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll table that.
Good movie. Go ahead.
So here's this happening. It's in a dorm, like right outside the dorm. And the guy is trying to get back to his car, but he's surrounded, of course. They're beating him. They're hitting him in the head. They slam the car door on him. Eventually, he makes his way away.
Yeah.
The cops come, and then there's video inside the residence hall of the mob coming back inside, and everybody's high-fiving. We got a perv off the streets. No more pedophiles in Worcester, Mass.
And this poor guy.
And one of the people high-fiving the most was Kelsey, the young woman who had initiated the conversation.
Yeah.
And so the guy went to the cops. He's kind of beat up, bloody, and he goes to the cops. They look at all the text messages between Kelsey and him, and there's nothing that says, "Hey, man, I really dig underage chicks." He's like,
okay.
He was clean. Yeah. So now they've charged 5 of the students with assault, with kidnapping.
Well, they beat him up.
Yeah, for beating up this guy.
And she is 18, right?
She is 100% 18.
Well, then it's a little gross. It's skeevy, but
we don't know how old he was.
Well, you didn't say, right?
I don't know.
He might be 21,
Very likely. Or it's possible. I don't know.
If he's on Tinder, Well, it could be 50, but even if he's 50, no law's been broken.
Exactly.
It's just
and he may have been significantly older. Maybe that's why they kind of tarred him with that brush.
But nonetheless, that probably happens on Tinder, where young people are into older people, and
you can set your age limits. You just got to make sure.
Well, he did. She said she was 18.
Does Tinder verify? I mean, you just kind of put your birth date on these social sites, but they don't verify it.
No, I don't think Tinder verifies it. You just got to hope and.
Boy, but then 18 might be too close a line. You might have to go, because what if she was 16? Said, I'm 18, I'm 18, I'm 18, and then he goes and meets up with her.
Wait till you're in grad school.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I have to hear 25, honestly. I think 25. Because otherwise, look at, what is that show we watch, Landman? The girl, the actress is playing 17. She's actually 27. And she's unbelievable. And she never has a shirt on. She keeps walking around without her clothes on.
This isn't why you like the show, is it?
It's part of my TikTok profile. It suggests.
I mean, that's not the reason Biggie loved it and recommended it, is it?
Well, there's other parts of it too. I like John Hamm. You know, I'm a fan of his also. That movie, it's called My Old Ass, and it's about a girl who turned 18. The opening scene is her 18th birthday. And actually, I was in and out on it. I've seen about half of it, but I know what happens. And here's an interesting plot. Y'all haven't seen it, right?
No.
So she's tripping mushrooms at age 18, and her 40-year-old self visits her, played by Aubrey Plaza. And Aubrey Plaza, who I'm a big fan of, says, you need to be nice to your mom, you need to do this, you need to, just gives her advice, like, I know what's going to happen because I'm you in 22 years.
From the future.
And she says, whatever you do, stay away from Kyle. And then she goes. Well, of course, what happens is she's at a lake house. She's on the lake. And this guy named Kyle shows up, and immediately they hit it off. And later you learn why she says to stay away from Kyle. I want to tell you and spoil it, but I can't.
It's too new.
It's too new. It's really interesting. I won't say it's a great movie, but it's very interesting. And she's falling in love with Kyle and herself.
Despite being told by herself.
But she was told by herself in the
Don't do
future,
it.
Don't do it. And so later her future self comes back and she said, I told you not to get involved with Kyle. And the 18-year-old says, you've got to tell me what he does. And that's really, I want to tell you, but I can't. It's too new.
Yeah.
It's too new, and it's out there if you want to see it. I would recommend the movie. Here's a 0 for you. This happened in a podcaster's studio. A rapper you've never heard of was being interviewed by a podcaster you've also never heard of. This is the 0 in the story. The podcaster is Mike D. It's the Mike D show.
Not Mike D of the Beastie Boys.
No. Much lower level Mike D. The rapper is named Too Low. That's 2 the number, L-O-W.
Okay.
You've never heard of either. One of them has a gun, and it goes off in the middle of the interview.
And choices we got in life, those were your choices.
There's the gun.
I hate when that happens. Trying to give life advice, gun goes off.
Now, was that Too Low's weapon?
It was Too Low. It was Too Low because he was shuffling in his seat, and Too Low's weapon goes off. And so then there's pause, of course.
Who shot who?
Who shot who?
The calmness means it's happened before. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can replay the first 10 seconds again.
Sure.
But the podcast host is unfazed.
He's not. He doesn't really like jump up or go, "Oh my god!"
And choices we got in life, those were your choices. Who shot who?
Who shot who?
He's very calm.
Who shot here?
Am I shot?
Did you get shot?
Mm-hmm.
No one was shot. All right. Nobody.
Camera dude?
Nobody injured. Camera dude does say, man,
Somebody got shot?
oh, what's going on here? Somebody got shot. Now, after the shock wears off, it only takes about 10 seconds, and then Mike D goes right back to it and stays right in character, by the way. He's the host here.
Y'all good? Hey, only on the dirty third one-on-one with Mike D. I thought my shot me.
Everybody good?
Damn, everybody good?
Everybody good? We're all right. Yeah. I shot my N-word. I thought he shot me. That's the way I'll handle that. If that ever happens, remind me.
I will.
I thought my N-word shot me. Well played.
Now do we know
Well played.
Mike D's grandma's not laying down on a couch bleeding, because these are normally filmed at home.
This wasn't at home.
Yeah.
A dog did start walking around.
Yeah.
I saw
Through
it.
the basement
Yes,
ceiling.
Yes, maybe. I did notice a dog begin. I notice a lot of podcasts, low-level podcasts I listen to, do have dogs barking in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're normally filmed at home.
That's a low-level
Yeah.
thing, I think.
Yeah.
When I'm listening to that,
Yeah, because you can podcast from anywhere.
of course.
It's true.
When
Yeah.
the dog starts barking, I think, the production value is not great here.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I
like,
mean-
let's... Yeah.
Lots of funny videos of people doing podcasts and somebody coming in and they're like, I said don't open the door.